Hey everyone, Maya Suzuki at Bumblebee Acutherapy, coming to you about Shinkyu University and my new course. And I've been thinking a lot about the course and doing a ton of research. And I've been coming across this question a lot, like, what is it going to take from people I'm interviewing? What is it going to take for me to become a novice to truly become a master, an incredible acupuncturist? And I can say, well, one thing, I'm not there yet. I'm still learning, and I will be for the next 20 years of my life, if not more. So I am not a master. So don't get me wrong. But I do think, after studying in Japan and really learning with incredible masters, I can tell you that I have an inkling and a few thoughts about what I think it does take to become an incredible acupuncturist. So hang out with me till the end, and you'll find out 3 things that I think are necessary to truly becoming a master at acupuncture and mox combustion. So my name is Maya Suzuki again, and I apprenticed, went to school, got my license in Japan, and then worked as an acupuncturist in Japan for over a decade. Now I'm licensed in both Japan and the US, which took me a very long time and a lot of money. And I've made it my mission to enable acupuncturists around the world with fundamental Japanese acupuncture and mox combustion skills so that together we can help more people more efficiently and better. So if you're watching this live, please give it a like and comment with replay if you're watching it on the replay. Okay, so after all my experience, and again, believe me, I still think I'm learning and will be for the next, decades of my life. But in my experience, I think my top 3 things that can make any acupuncture into the master are this. 1, you have to ace the fundamentals. They are the building blocks of everything. There are no shortcuts in any industry or any art form or any form of medicine for that matter. You need a solid foundation in order to create an excellent and effective acupuncture and mox combustion practice, no matter what the style it is. Whether you're doing Tan style, whether you're doing straight up anatomical acupuncture, whether you're doing Japanese acupuncture of any variety of modalities, even if you're just a massage therapist, you have to ace the fundamentals, and you have to continue to come back to these fundamentals. It's funny that a lot of people who go to the Japanese workshops, they say, I don't need to do that again. They're just going to teach the same thing. Well, and that's why I'm creating this workshop. I'm creating this workshop so people can go and get these fundamentals. So that way, when these really incredible masters like Shudo Sensei, like my teacher Yoko Kampu Sensei, when these really incredible acupuncturists come to Japan, and for that matter, for those masters that live within the United States, like Jeffrey Dan and Stephen Brown, they don't have to go back and say, no, look, this is how you hold a needle. This is how you roll moxa. You should be able to learn that in the comfort of your own home. You should be able to get continued advice from the comfort of your own home, get the fundamentals down, then go to those workshops. You're going to spend your money way better. Okay, so that's the first one, ace the fundamentals. The second, never stop practicing your technique, and always think that you have an empty cup. This is actually something I heard from Jeffrey Dan on, every single In Touch Japan tour that I've helped out with. He tells, the first thing he does is has a pep talk to the participants saying, you know what, many of you are incredibly seasoned 20, 30-year acupuncturists, but just for this workshop, just for this seminar, empty your cup. And just think, is there something else that I can learn? Is there something else that I can refine? And that's where, even for my fundamental acupuncture workshop, I'm saying to a lot of really senior acupuncturists, hey, come on out. Let's review your fundamentals. Let's just audit the course maybe. Let's just go back and really refine what you learned over a variety of workshops. And let's just break it down again and make sure that it's really solid. And for those of you just getting out of school or have only learned TCM, you've never learned the fundamentals, and that is okay. They weren't taught. You were taught theory, and you were taught theory really, really well. And so what I want to do is come in and say, hey, here's some technique. Here's some understanding of the word ki. Here's or chi. Let's try to implement that into our acupuncture in a better way, So never stop practicing. And again, ace those fundamentals. That's number 1 and 2. Number 3, dedication. So I can't stress this enough. As people from the West, and again, I was born here in Colorado in the United States. We tend to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. We tend to take workshops from several people and then combine it to make our own technique. And that is totally fine. That is part of what makes us in the West really strong in so many things. But I think in the beginning, just finding that dedication to a teacher that you really vibe with, that you have real access to, and one that gets you good results in the beginning will get you better results in the end. And then diligently modeling yourself after them until you can do what they do without question, without thought. You've mastered everything that teacher has. Then you move on to the next. And so again, 3 things that I think and that I really hold true to my heart. And I do believe that most Japanese hold true to their heart when it comes to any art form or any skill, but especially with acupuncture and moxibustion. Again, ace those fundamentals. Never stop practicing your technique and empty your cup when you're doing it. You can never relearn the technique enough, really. And the third is dedication. Dedication to one style and one teacher that you have continuous access to, that you can learn everything from, and that you have, if you have a question, you can just ask them. Those 3 things, I think, more than anything else, well, except for, of course, time and experience, are going to really up your level and eventually, hopefully, make us all into masters. So if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and hit that bell, to have notifications for any up and coming YouTube videos. And then lastly, I just want to tell you a little bit about, it's taken me years to realize that nothing matters at these 3 steps, and that I could learn from 10 different masters, but that if I didn't pick one and really learn everything that they had, I would always be, again, that jack of all trades and master of none. That's why I created the Fundamental Japanese Acupuncture Moxibustion Blueprint. I created it to help acupuncturists like yourself and like myself when I was beginning to go from a complete novice to an advanced beginner in those fundamentals, so that you can help more people get better and learn more deeply from Japanese masters when you take their workshops. So if you're interested in joining, please go to shinkyuuni.com, that's SHINKYUUNI.com, and click Get on a Call to see if you're a right fit for my new program. Or you could just, of course, message me directly. All right, so everyone, again, please leave a comment with your biggest takeaway, and do share this video with someone who you would think find help that it would help. And I do really look forward to all your comments. So until next time, you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.